Good afternoon, everybody. We are back, and it's cloudy, it's gray, it's a little cold outside. It's a good day to just stay inside. We got 775 Bree guy inside and in the chat right now. Gorilla Invictus, what's going on, man? Aiden, how you doing? Tim is driving home, but he is listening, so that is good. Let's jump into the market and see what is happening today. That is not the market. We've got AMC in the top left-hand side of the screen. Not even on the chart right now because it is up 5.83%. $9.80 today. 5.83% gain on the day. Beautiful gain. And it is actually, that's a pretty good daily graph right there. You zoom out, you had a little bit of volatility, but man, the second half of the day, phenomenal. Shiba Inu coin, it is, look, I can't even say it's trying to bounce back because it's not trying to bounce back. It's dead, had a little bit of a dip, but brought us right back to where we were spending most of the morning. It's 690 points. The daily chart for Shiba Inu coin shows us trying very, very hard to wick back up and stay above that 700 point per coin mark. So I don't know if this 670 is just going to be a wick down and right back up above 700, or if, of course, we're going to close lower and end even lower tomorrow. Nobody knows what the future holds, but Shiba Inu coin is dead stagnant right now. GameStop bouncing back nicely into the close as well, finishing 2.19% higher on the day, currently sitting at $15.41. Tesla looking pretty good in the bottom left, sitting at $259. Also, same deal. Second half of the day, phenomenal action for Tesla, going all the way from a low of $252 to a high of $261. Beautiful recovery there. The NASDAQ kind of doing the same thing. The NASDAQ was down this morning, gapped down pretty low, and spent the rest of the day moving higher. AMC, 980. You've got GameStop sitting at 1541. Dogecoin, 5.89 cents. Dogecoin bouncing off lows around 5.79 cents. It's currently sitting at 5.89 cents. Ethereum, 1582. Shiba Inu coin, 691. Bitcoin sitting at 27,600. Bitcoin touching 27,200 for the lows there. The SPY closing 0.64% higher on the day today. Not bad at all. $432.29. QQQ, 366. That's actually a pretty good gain on the QQQ, going all the way from 360 to 366. Man, that is roughly a 2% daily gain for the QQQ there to end a 0.5% higher. Mullen Auto, 44 cents. Sundial, $1.61. Man, you got the cannabis stocks coming back down now. This was above $2 2 weeks ago. Yeah, $2.36, already losing almost 50% of its value to come down to $1.31. Sundial not looking too hot there. Netflix, $385.95, 1% gain on the day. Highcraft Mining, 29.5 cents. You've got MPW closing at 513. Tesla finishing the day today at 259.67. Joby sitting at 648. TMC, 89 cents. Overall volatile day, but very nice that we got that afternoon recovery going on. Good afternoon, bros. Old Rounder is in the house. Dark Bro is here. What's going on? Gorilla 775. Tim, Dark Bro, Aiden, Pika Power. Good afternoon. The Final Fantasy chat is getting pretty heated today. It's supposed to be for fun. That it is. And I'm having fun with it. I don't know if you guys aren't having fun with it. Don't worry about it. I'm having fun, and I'm like 0-5. And I'm still having fun, so it's good, guys. Remember, it is for fun. Bro, I just bought another small dollar cost average bag of Caspa, very nice, at the 4.6s. Maybe FOMO, I guess seeing the price is that a bad move, knowing it could go lower. If it's not on leverage, okay, and you do plan on holding it for any long period of time, I would say no. I don't even have to look at the chart. It's not a bad move. It can go lower, absolutely, but Caspa's overall chart has been such solid growth over the last year that I believe it should continue on. And you would essentially be getting in at the all-time high turning point if it doesn't turn into something. So I would say you're pretty comfortable and pretty safe as long as your intentions are a longer-term hold on Caspa. We got a lot going on with all of the wars that are brewing out there right now, and the overall economy is looking kind of shaky with all the political uncertainty, but nonetheless, and that's going to affect the short term. Longer term, I mean, look at this graph. This all-time graph of Caspa, dude, is phenomenal here. So, yes, it can go lower. It could touch 4 cents. It could even come back all the way down to 3.5 cents. I'm doubtful that you end up seeing 2.5, 3 cents again on Caspa, at least anytime soon, barring Bitcoin from falling down to 15, 20,000 again. So I would say you're safe, depending on your intentions with Caspa. You know, if it's a leveraged long for a short-term gain, you're going to have to hope for a bounce, but I think overall you're in a pretty safe position. Hello, Pika. Hello, everybody. What's going on, Chris? Clay gets it. Absolutely. This is why I stay out. Stay out, stay out. Breathe. That's my plan from now on. Good deal, Clay. Hello, pal. What's going on, Chris? Glad to have you, man. Backed up the truck 3 weeks ago on XRP. The price was 551.3 cents. I am surprised it went lower. Where's XRP at today? 51.3 is where you got in. XRP currently sitting at 50 cents. 501. Yeah, 501 is pretty low. You did have a lot of support in the 51 cent area right there. This monthly graph showing the major support coming in at 50 cents. But this year-long graph, what do you notice about it? You've got a lot of support at this 50 cent mark, but it is going to be possible to see it come back down into the 30 cents range if, of course, this decline in Bitcoin and the decline in the overall economy and all of this stuff plays out. Guys, look, I know that people have kind of, I guess, put to the sideline all of these international wars that don't necessarily affect the United States. I'm not saying that we're going to be sending billions of dollars to Israel. I'm not saying that we are going to be doing anything similar to what we're doing with these other countries that are out there. But it is obvious right now that the world is in a very, very fragile state. And I believe that cryptocurrency is essentially one of our least concerns in such a fragile state that we've got going on right now. But it being one of the least concerns, it's also going to be one of the most volatile in the sense that if it really comes down to people needing their money, cryptocurrency is going to be one of the first investments to go. It's one of the riskiest, right? It's one of the least well-known, and therefore I believe it is going to be one of the first that people cut from their portfolios if cash becomes a necessity, or if money becomes a necessity that they need to begin pulling out of their investments. So I do believe that we are, I hope that this can all get resolved sooner rather than later, because it's having a tough impact on the overall market. Piggy, you playing Final Fantasy? Yes, she might be. Or did I miss something? Talking about football. The football one, Dark, yes. Oh, I was going to say, when do we get a Final Fantasy section? Clay, bro, why did Ben Coin go to the moon? Does any one of the technicals of the chart play a role, like the RSI or moving averages, or your technical analysis, not financial advice? Let's take a look at Ben Coin, whatever it's called. Fantasy football, Final Fantasy, any of these things out there, yes. I'm with Pika on that one. Who even knows what it's called? I had 2 players that I didn't even play in the game. Think about that, man. Ben Coin. Let's look at Ben Coin. Which one are we looking at here? This one or this one? Okay, well, probably this one. This one had a really nice day today. Man, doubled in price this morning. Let's see where we're at here. Alright, so the best that I can come up with is that it is a technical move. Now, I will say this. I don't know if this explosion in volume, $2 million, a 300% increase, was on any news. I don't know if... obviously I don't follow Bencoin, so I don't know if something caused this spike in volume, if it was a release or whatever. But I do notice that back here at the end of August, beginning of September, Bencoin bottomed out around the 150, or let's just put it 15, 16 point per coin mark. Bencoin bottomed out here. And it set a nice bottom support up for nearly an entire week, okay? Where did it come down this week? Right back down there, to the 15, 16 point per coin mark. The bottom that it had back at the end of August, beginning of September, that exact bottom was hit right here. From there, it basically exploded, like you're saying. Now, I don't know if here's going to be my guess, okay? My guess is that this was not necessarily on news, because you see the volume begin to increase after the major increase in price. You can see a little bit of a tick up here, yes, but the highs on this chart were when you've got a $1 million 24-hour price action right here, just rising a little bit. The major spike in volume comes afterwards, and that's probably as people began to sell into their profits if they were holding. My best guess is that Ben bounced off of a double bottom here and moved up nicely where? To the next level of resistance. Boom. The level that it found back here a couple times, this 2,800 to 28 to 30 point per coin level, and it's pulling back right now. I would be careful about chasing into Ben at the moment, knowing that the overall graph is overwhelmingly low and overwhelmingly negative. But if you're looking at a monthly chart, you've already hit those resistance levels and you haven't been able to bounce through them. So my best guess, dude, technical move back, off of a double bottom there, but I can't be certain because I have no idea what the news was. Is it Monday already? Just woke up. It is ridiculously Monday. And if I have ever felt a Monday before in my life, today feels like a Monday. So roulette wheel, unfortunately, it is Monday for you, and it is Monday for me as well. Saw this clip of Georgia Tech and Miami, Florida college football. Miami undefeated, could have kneeled to end the game. Instead, they ran it, fumbled, and later gave up a touchdown to get their first loss. Maybe they're trying to pad their stats or something, old rounder. I don't know why you would do that. Even way back when I used to play NFL 2K and NFL 2K2 on Sega Dreamcast, you know, it would be annoying, but you would still take the knee, end the game if it came down to it, and you were guaranteed to win because of it. Dude, you cannot risk it like that just to have some sort of a fancy play or pad your stats. You take the knee, man, and you win the game. That's the whole reason you're out on that field, is to win the game. No, gorilla, yes, man. Market is going to continue lower because other countries can't decide where their borders are. Roulette wheel, you know, that's a very interesting way to put it. I don't know if anybody can determine where borders are right now. I'm talking like physically, spiritually, emotionally, intellectually. Everything is being tested. And that's strange. That's strange. It's almost like there are no rigid lines. There are no rights and wrongs. There are no boundaries. There is no fact. It's almost like people live in some sort of a relative world. Wherever whatever you want to have happen, happens. And dude, to me, that is extremely twisted. So, yeah, dude, it's not just borders in terms of countries defining their land. It's literally borders of everything. Boundaries just being broken and tested. To all the fantasy football fans, I walked into a sports bar at the casino yelling, what? Nanera who? And wearing Tom Brady jersey, New England Patriots Sunday, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Saturday. 775. Is that good? Is that bad? I don't even know what that means, man. Shib going down more. I'm piling the money in for a future buy. Thoughts? Shiba Inu. Well, my thoughts are this, dude. I truly believe that Shiba is at or near a low. Now, that doesn't mean that it is not going to break this low. We've seen several times in the past at these levels, and if you base it solely on past performance, Shib should be getting ready to bounce off these levels. This 700 point per coin mark has seen a couple wicks down below, but this 700 point per coin mark has been extremely crucial over the last 2 years. Every single time it is held up. Boom, bounced off. Boom, bounced off. Boom. We'll find out if it bounces off. We've seen wicks down, but this area in here is perhaps the most important. Shiba Inu coin made a name for itself back in March, April, May of 2021 when it rose up from nothing and then touched 3,500 points per coin in May and fell all the way back down to 500 points per coin. And that's essentially a one-day wick down to that 500 point per coin mark. It spent the majority of its time between 600 and 700 points. All right, in this area right here, this first the upper red line that you've got on the chart. So it is very, very strong at the current level. It is going to be extremely weak below that level. So if you believe in the future of Shib, it's probably a pretty good time to add. If you think that the cryptocurrency market is going to be facing some headwinds, I might watch out for some severe weakness in terms of Shiba Inu coin. I'm at a very strange point, man. If it falls below this level, I do want to shave some of my position and either move it into Tether or move it into Bitcoin or something else. But I have seen so many times Shiba Inu coin fall below this level, touch this level, and bounce off nicely. So I'm waiting to see what happens in terms of Shib at this 700 point per coin major level of support. That was the end of my following any football team career when Brady retired. Well, dude, I've never had any following for a football team. So you did better than me. Hey, bro, give me a call. Long or short on Bitcoin, not financial advice. Any smaller time frames would be appreciated. Love ya, bro. Absolutely. Where's that smack talker, Kombu? I don't know where he's at. Kombu, you in here right now? Bree guy, that was also the end of Belichick winning in New England. Just sell Shiba Inu tokens. Go ahead with the projects in development and bring the token to $1. I would love to bring Shiba Inu coin to $1. I was following Aaron Rodgers, but that ended in week 1. Is he out? Smack talking to the virtual world is part of the fun in fantasy football. All in good fun, and no one gets hurt. Yeah, please, nobody get hurt about anything. What we're just going to look at? Oh, Bitcoin. Smaller time frames, not financial advice. Of course, nothing is ever financial advice. All right, what do we got here? We got Bitcoin trying to bounce off these lows that we touched this morning here on the 5-minute. The 30-minute, same deal. Okay, we came back down. We came down pretty hard, and we tested these levels that we've tested several times on the 30-minute chart. Boom, came down, bounced off 27,000. Boom, bounced off 27,000. Boom, bounced off 27,000. Boom, bounced off 27,000. So right now, based on the 30-minute chart, if you're looking to be a little bit more aggressive, I would say you could take a quick long and try to bag a couple $100 on Bitcoin here. But look at this level, okay? Bouncing back up, and we've already tested this is the 30. This is only a couple days worth of time frame here. Tested this level, pulled back. Essentially tested it again, pulled back. Tested it, pulled back. It got above it, but it just floated right above it. And that's where we fell down through this morning at 27,008. Question you got to ask yourself is, was this the bounce off that level? If it was, I'd be bearish. If it's not the bounce off that level, I'd still be bullish, another basically $200. So if you're going short time frame, man, it's a little bit of a weird situation. But if you believe this was the bounce off, I'd be a little bearish right now. I'd try to ride it back down to 27.2, 27.3. If you don't believe that it has tested this 27.8 yet, then I would take it short-term, couple hours, short-term bullish, and try to ride it up to this level right here and take advantage of the full channel that it's been moving in, I would say, for the last couple of, what is this? Week and a half. It's kind of been stuck in that channel right there for the last week and a half. So that's what I'd be looking at on Bitcoin. Shorter term, it's kind of a weird place, man. It's kind of a weird place. It's right in the middle of the channel, but it could be rising, could be falling. Aaron Rodgers got hurt. You must not follow football. Oh, I follow football every day of my life, man. Everybody on my team has been hurt on my fantasy football team. So I'm trying to learn these guys, but it's not working because none of them play football. They all sit on the bench. Oh, I know roulette. I was just saying in general. Aaron Rodgers is too old to be playing. He's my age. I can't even imagine. How old is Rodgers? Like, is he in his 30s? There's no way the dude's 40s, right? Is he in his 40s? Must admit that Pfizer banter between Aaron Rodgers and Kelsey is pretty funny. I don't even know what those guys are going back and forth with. How about that no call for the helmet remove? Kind of wonky. I don't even know what move we're talking about. He isn't even 40. Oh, man. Well, he's got a long way to go then. Come on. I know you're 30 years old. I'm 34 years old, and I could play if I was twice my size. And he gets just straight jacked. I could play football. Aaron Rodgers may have a few more years left in him. Let's hope that he does for the Aaron Rodgers fans. Who thinks Charlie Brown is the kicker for the Cleveland Browns? Well, that would make perfect sense, Moji. It would make sense as to why their name is the Cleveland Browns. And Charlie Brown is a good kicker if he's allowed to kick the ball. You see, Lucy never let him kick that ball. And if she did, it would be a game-winning field goal guaranteed. Brady played well into his 40s. Dude, what's wrong with being 40, man? You can still hang with these 20-year-old kids when you're 40. Who couldn't hang with a 20-year-old kid in your 40s? I know I could. You know, 20-year-old out there that's going to be able to outdo me. Not happening. Shiba Inu coin sitting ticking dead sideways. I really dislike the price of Shiba Inu coin. I really dislike the price action. This, to me, is not even a legitimate coin. And I can guarantee you, if it weren't for the popularity, Weeble would have already delisted this coin. Weeble would not be tracking its price action. But because it is so popular, I know they continue to do so. This is price action. Down at the bottom left, if you're looking at Bitcoin here. Ethereum, this is price action. Dogecoin, even this is price action, even though you do have a couple ticks where Dogecoin doesn't want to move. This is not price action. This is barcode action. Shiba Inu coin really needs to step up its game when it comes to, even if it's volatile up and down, it needs to step up its game if it's expected to attract new investors. 41 will be back for sure, but there's also a different level. NFL players, but still. Yeah, dude, I could hang with the NFL. Yeah, I'm 34, though. I still got a ways to go. Glabro, I got into a coin named LQTY at $1.37. Thoughts? I have a 30 cent. Oh my gosh, dude, a 30x leverage going strong right now. PS5, congratulations to you, man. A 30x leverage trade that is going strong at $1.37. Let's take a look at what it's got going on. 30x leverage is huge, man. Dude, when you enter a position like that and you risk a 3% swing, kind of kicking you out and liquidating your trade, that is wild. Let's go look at LQTY. Dang, dude, you're absolutely killing it right now. You have 10%, man. 30x. That's a 300% gain. This dude is killing it, man. All right. Let's see. On the daily, you've run into resistance. Very strong resistance to this $1.45 mark. Theoretically, if it doesn't break above this level, you're getting out at the top. If it ends up pulling back, which it absolutely could, this is the top where you're at right now. Would be a perfect trade. Now, let's see if it can break up. On the weekly, we're still touching highs on the weekly with a very strong level of resistance being formed at this $1.45, $1.46 level. On the month, this is an excellent monthly chart. My gosh. Nothing slowing this coin down on the monthly chart. Ooh. All right. This is what makes it interesting right here. Okay, you guys couldn't see any of that, but now you can. Sorry about that, PS5. Hopefully you're listening and not necessarily looking at the screen. This is the chart that makes it interesting. The monthly, you're looking amazing. The 7-day, you might be finding some resistance in this area right here. But let's look at this annual chart. First thing we notice, and let's go, well, the first thing I notice is this resistance right here. But let's go back. Let's go back to February of 2023 here. This little area held up as resistance for 1 day. Bounced off of it, and then immediately broke through. So, we don't really know how strong this level of resistance is. It came back down 1 day. It held up, and it shot down through. Now, we tried to bounce back up, couldn't break that $1.40 area. Got rejected. That's your first, essentially, attempt after being above it. Couldn't break it, came down. Had a nice spike up in July. Right exactly where we're at right now. Couldn't break it, shot back down. Right where we're at right here. Does it break it? Okay, that's the question. If it doesn't, get out. Okay, I would say you're coming right back down, even to 70, 80 cents here. So if it doesn't break this level, I'd be a little bit more conservative and book some profit. Maybe leave a little in there if you want, whatever you want to do. But it has used this level at $1.40 to $1.45 as some strong resistance, basically for the entire last year. Now, dude, it does have a decent chance of breaking. And if it does, you're kind of going to kick yourself if you miss out on a ride all the way up to $1.80 or potentially $2.20. Dude, if you can make it to $2.20, you're looking at a 25 to 30x gain on your money, and that is going to be phenomenal. So I can't make a decision on what to do with this just yet. Why? It's not pulling back. It's not pulling back off this $1.45. But you haven't found the bulls yet to drive it through. If they drive it through, dude, I think you're sitting on some phenomenal gains. If it pulls back, it depends on how aggressive you want to be in taking. Clearly, it pulled back here and ended up going right back up. So if it pulls back and you want to be aggressive, you might get faked out and it might bounce back. But, dude, don't let it go back in the negative. Right? You said it was $1.37, I think. Yeah, $1.37. Don't let it go back in the negative, man. I don't know if we're talking about a lot of money or a little money here. Don't lose money on the trade, but dude, you are sitting in a very interesting place. That if it breaks up there, you could be sitting on some very nice gains. Smack Talk Kombu present in the chat. What's going on, man? What's up with Caspa? Let's check it out. 775. No mo cheat. Never. There her is. Get her. There she is. Oh yes. What are we looking at? Oh, Caspa. Let's look at Caspa real quick, guys. Caspa. And nobody reminded me yet, but I'm reminding myself since it is 4:30 and views are extremely stagnant today. I appreciate everybody in advance for watching the ad that you just got on the stream. Thank you very much for that. And now I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds to let me know if you did get an ad or if you didn't get an ad. But let's take a look at Caspa, because Caspa is falling down to 4.5 cents, right? Caspa's falling down to 4.5 cents right now, and the first thing you notice is that it's still falling. Okay, now it's only moving from 4.6 cents to 4.58 cents, so it's not a huge decline, but the overall graph on the last week and the last month shows us that we're getting ready and we're setting up to test this level of support at 4.5 cents. If 4.5 cents holds up, you're pretty strong on Caspa, as the overall chart is still looking very good here. And this is actually, I mean, gosh, I wish Caspa had a trading view chart. It doesn't. But this is essentially the moment you were waiting for, or the buy opportunity that you were waiting for when it came to Caspa. Why? I can't do it, right? But imagine if you put a ruler on the screen right there. I can't move it over there, right? Hold on. Imagine, hold on. Where's the angle there? Imagine you put this ruler on that chart right there and connected all of those higher lows. You'd essentially have a nice straight line going up that chart. This pullback that you're seeing right here to 4 to 4.5 cents is exactly that mark that you were expecting to see based on the higher lows that have been hit every single time on this ascending trend line for Caspa. So in this area right here, I would say you've got some excellent buys going on. I do believe, that the area might be slightly lower than the 4.5. It could end up being in this 4-cent mark, 3.9 and so on. But all I think that is happening at this moment is a reversion back to that ascending trend line. Now, what could have happened? I don't know if this is the case yet or not. But as you notice, every time Caspa hit a new high, but this last time, it did not. What we've essentially got is a triple top. 5 cents. 5 cents. 5 cents. Unable to break it, finally pulling back down a little bit. So the question is, has Caspa reached its limit at that $1 billion market cap? And we finally found the resistance. And this essential beautiful bottom left to upper right hand curve is going to die out? Or is it just the overall market right now having a negative impact on Caspa, and we're seeing a reversion back down to that ascending trend line where those higher lows have been beautifully hit for the last year? It's a good question, but those are the questions that come to my mind right away. I bleed Dallas blue, especially last night's Gorilla. You guys can clearly see what color I bleed. It is right here. Hopefully you guys bleed a similar color, except for Gorilla Invictus, who bleeds Dallas blue. I have some really important stuff to say. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Dark Bro, what are we waiting for, man? I want to know. Oh my gosh. Dark Bro, tell us, man. Oh, Dark Bro, don't scare me like that, Dark Bro. Thank you very much for the 2 super chats today, Dark Bro. Absolutely appreciate you, man. And I don't know if that's what you were trying to say or not. If it is, let me know, because if you get some pretty important stuff to say, that right there is important. We need to know about it. We need to know. Dark Bro, man, thank you very much for both of those super chats. Is the oil market moving yet? I don't know, actually, Bree Guy. We can take a look at the price of oil. When AMC hits $10, the squeeze will begin. Source, match course. Did Matt Kors really say that? I don't know if Matt Kors would have said that or not. Let me see if I can pull something up here. We haven't looked at it in a couple weeks. Holy smokes, man. Nobody won? Nobody won the Powerball? Gosh, man, I kind of want to go out and buy $6 worth of tickets tonight. 3 sounds like a good number to me. Oh my gosh, dude. $1.55 billion. I didn't even look to see if anybody won last time. I can't believe nobody won, man. $1.55 billion is the jackpot. Yeah, those are just having it up. Nice, Dark Bro. I like it, man. I like the hype a little bit better. I even bought 2 more tickets for that draw. Wow, man. Crazy. It's not the question I was going to ask. Pudgy, what was the question you were going to ask, man? People need to know what the question you were going to ask was. I'm never playing the lottery again, especially after that video. Especially after the video I just watched. What'd you watch, Dark Bro? What'd you watch? $1.5 billion, man. My gosh, dude. That is nuts. $1.5 billion. Like, what's the most expensive? The last one at 1.4 was the second highest price ever. But I don't know what the highest lottery ever was. AMC Stock Short Interest. That's what we wanted to see. right. So I don't know if Mac Hors really believes that it's going to cause the squeeze if we reach $10 a share. But, dude, days to cover, 1.1 day. They can cover every single reported short in a day. Short interest is lower now than it has essentially ever been on AMC, 11.2%. It has floated around the 20% mark since the entire short squeeze became a thing. So maybe shorts are already covering. It's a possibility. Maybe shorts are already covering. And that's why we've seen a decent little increase over the last couple of days, because the short interest is definitely lower now than it has ever been before. So it is obvious that some of those short positions have already been closed out. I don't know if we're going to bust when AMC gets to a $10 or not, but I will say this. I don't know if it'll cause a technical increase, but you guys cause a short squeeze increase. But here's what you can see. We plotted this like 5 or 6 days ago. We said that if AMC does break up above this $8.40 mark, where's it very likely to go? Right here. If AMC for some reason is able to break up above $10.90, $11, where's it very likely to go? Now, I have the gap fill on here, but the next real level of resistance is going to be in this 14 mark. If it breaks that little level of resistance, we could gap fill all the way up to $19.50. If by some miracle Adam Aron doesn't dilute the crap out of AMC Entertainment at $20 a share, you could be looking at a gap fill up here at $43 a share. Now, the thing that I want to keep everybody's attention on, though, $43 a share is the equivalent of $4.30. Guys, my shares were called away from me at $5 per share. We saw $8.70 that after hours evening. $4 or $43 is the equivalent of $4.30. That is still very, 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 very low based on the speculation of a short squeeze. Now that Adam Aron has control with these new shares, people are excited about extremely low numbers, and they shouldn't be. But nonetheless, man, the technicals are playing out really well right now. AMC busted up through this level, and we said if it did, it's going to run, and it is currently running. I wouldn't be surprised if you touched $10.90, $11 a share on AMC there, as it is actually looking pretty good based on that little bit of a breakout right there. Let's see. They arrested a guy who literally rigged the last Mega Millions. Person who works for the lottery. Oh my. Dude, there's always somebody who tries to rig things. There's always somebody out there who cannot just let it go. That to me is insane, man. That to me is insane. The lottery makes so much money off people buying these tickets. I get it if somebody wanted their family members to win or whatever, and I don't know if that's what he was doing by rigging the game or not, Dark Bro, but it is crazy, man. It's crazy that people cannot just play fair. Play $45 each time, contributing to the winner. There you go, Moji, man, making sure that lottery continues to grow. I like it, man. When you allow Matt Damon to be your financial advisor, you deserve to lose everything. Source, Sam Bankman-Fried. Interesting. So Sam Bankman-Fried, it says, when you allow Matt Damon to be your financial advisor, aka Crypto.com, signing up for Crypto.com, right, you deserve to lose everything. But people who trusted Tom Brady and Sam Bankman-Fried and Giselle, do they deserve to lose everything? Look, I'll say this, okay? There are some people out there who do make some very weird decisions. And I don't know if anybody theoretically deserves to lose everything as long as they're not causing harm to other people. I do believe there are situations where you can deserve to lose everything. Absolutely. But just making an investment decision, I don't know if that constitutes deserving losing everything. But, yeah, if Sam Bankman-Fried said that, I don't think he's going to be getting too much mercy from a jury. It's a good time to buy AMC right now. Benjamin, let's look at it in a second after I say Nick F. Good afternoon to you, Nick F. Winning the Powerball numbers will be 69, 420, 420, and 42069. Source, my neighbors. Oh my God, dude. Don't hang out with your neighbor anymore, Johnston Town, if he's playing with one of those things. AMC did good today. AMC did actually do good today. Moji, thank you very much for the king of watching Clay go down tonight, more like watching your player get benched tonight, bringing you 0 points, and me winning. There wasn't a king sinking ship, so you got a king. Thank you very much, Moji, for the king turkey. And, Moji, let's just put it this way. If you lose tonight because your player gets benched for whatever reason, you have to do a king turkey in the fantasy football chat. How about that? Because you've been talking a lot, and I hope your player... Dude, you know I would have won. You know I would have won if those two players, if I was watching Sunday morning and I put 2 other guys in. Yeah, I would have won. If you lose, if your player gets benched tonight in the first quarter for whatever reason, yeah, you got to throw a king turkey into the fantasy football chat right there. Homu, only low to side with the Grandmaster Puba Senor Montegilo. Whatever that means. I don't even know what that means. Lottery is free money for the government. Even if you win and accept annual payments, the winner may not get the full payments over the years because the government overspent and may not be able to pay. Oh my God. So even they're ricking the lottery. Dude, I cannot believe how much corruption is out there. It's crazy. Did you guys see the Florida lady that lost her life savings in the Powerball and then started a GoFundMe after? Oh, jeez. No, but I can't imagine if your life savings was maybe like $10 or something. I mean, you could lose that and then just go make it up on your next paycheck or something. There are plenty of people who go out there and live paycheck to paycheck with no savings whatsoever. So if her life savings was going to be spent on either, I don't know, a Subway sandwich or a Powerball ticket, and she wasn't that hungry, I could see her playing her life savings away on a Friday or whatever, knowing that she's going to get paid the next day. I could see that happening. Is that what happened, or was it more than that? King Smack Talker, baby. Oh, yes. I would expect someone to try and rig the lottery, but what crazy person would try to rig a voting event thingy? Never. That is a myth. Yeah, you're right on that, old rounder. Nobody ever wants power. They only want money. Now, the only question is, can you? I don't think you can. If the lottery truly is random, you can't win it. But has anybody ever successfully cracked the code to the lottery? Is that a thing? I don't even know if that's a thing or not. I think there's been movies about that, but I don't know if that's ever actually been a thing to game the lottery and I guess defy the odds and somehow create a winning strategy. It could if it's not truly random, but it seems like it's truly random, right? We got that diamond popcorn, baby. Oh, yes. We all win with AMC. Perfectly popped popcorn. Somebody has hacked Pika's YouTube account, and I believe it was Adam Aaron. So true, old rounder. It is, man. For the little Kombu. Kombu, we got a... Kombu, man, thank you very much for the orangutan dolphin. It's a weird mix, dude. It's a weird mix, but the orangutan dolphin says what's up to little Kombu, and hopefully little Kombu is having a good day today, and Daddy Kombu is having a good day as well. New Jersey-based newspaper, the Record reported that you have, ironically, a better shot of becoming a billionaire in the United States than you do at winning the lottery. Now, I don't... Hold on. Let's see why they say that. Well, no, I can tell you why they say that. I don't even have to bring out the calculator. So, I believe there's 300, or roughly 300. It's going to fluctuate based on the day. There's 300 billionaires in the United States. So 300 people have become billionaires in the United States. That's 300 out of 330 million. Okay? Maybe more if there's people who aren't counted in the census. Is that a thing? Would there be people living here who aren't counted in the census, and therefore that 330 million number might be a little low? Don't answer that question. I don't want you guys getting anybody in trouble. Anyway, 300 out of 300 million is your chances of becoming a billionaire in the United States. 1 out of 300 million. So it's like 292 million. 1 out of 292 million. That's your chances of winning the lottery. So yes, you actually have a 300 times better chance at just becoming a successful billionaire in the United States than you do winning the lottery. Think about that, man. You have a 300x better chance at becoming a billionaire, self-made billionaire, than you do at winning the lottery. Dude, when you think about it like that, we're not talking about millionaire. We're talking about billionaire. The statistic is true, Gorilla. The statistic is true. And I know that's probably where they're getting those numbers, because there's 300 fluctuating based on the day, because all those billionaires are tied up in the stock market and real estate and so on. So depending on the value of their assets at the time you're looking, 300 out of 300 million chance of becoming a billionaire, and a 1 out of 300 million chance of becoming a lottery winner. Now, you can increase your odds based on buying more tickets. Right? That's clear. You can increase your odds the more tickets you buy. But, are you going to buy 100 tickets? You're going to buy 300 tickets? I'm not buying 300 tickets. That's crazy. A lot of money to play on the lottery. So, yeah, dude, if you're buying 1 ticket, 5 tickets or whatever, maybe you drop to 20, you're buying 10 tickets, you still have a better chance of becoming a self-made billionaire, meaning your net worth is above $1 billion, not already taking the cash sum of 500, 600 million in the lottery. You have a better chance of becoming a self-made billionaire than you do winning the lottery. Dude, let's look at the psychology of that for 1 second. Just 1 second. And by 1 second, I mean a little bit more than that. Happy Thanksgiving, bros. What's going on, Brandon? I don't know if it's Thanksgiving yet, but happy Thanksgiving to you as well. A couple of math teachers who won a ton of money because they figured out how to get a better edge than the average roulette wheel. That actually would interest me. I would like that a lot. Chance of becoming president would be about 1 in 32 million, according to the Motley Fool. Better than the lotto. Yes, that is a lot better than the lotto. That's roughly like 7 times better than the lottery. When you think about that, when you go buy a lottery ticket, do you feel a certain way? When you drop just $1, $2, when you buy 1 ticket, you give yourself a little bit of hope, don't you? Doesn't that make you feel good? Knowing that you could wake up tomorrow a billionaire. Knowing that you could have that financial freedom. Dude, why do we put that sort of a hope in some sort of a ridiculous, against all odds type of a game? Why does that inspire us? Is it because you don't have to work for it? Is it because you could just get lucky? Dude, when you put it in perspective, you should go to bed every night and wake up every morning with that same type of hope and that same type of excitement. You were born into the United States of America. Maybe you moved to the United States of America, but you have a better chance of becoming a self-made billionaire than you do winning the lottery. Where's the hope at? There are so many desolate people out there who literally have no hope of tomorrow. And a lot of it is because of their financial situation. They don't believe that they're going to be able to prosper. Yet you buy that lottery ticket, and you're sitting there, and I know the feeling you get inside. I know it. I felt it. You got a little bit of excitement about what could happen, what could be. Dude, if you applied that and you understood the odds, that you are 300 times more likely to become a self-made billionaire than simply winning the lottery and walking away and giving the government that much money too. Dude, we should all wake up with that excitement, with that sparkle, with that glimmer, with that drive to make it happen. Knowing we've got a 300x better chance of making it happen ourselves than we ever would just by playing that stupid game. Oh my gosh. Think about it that way, man. Oh, yowza. When 50 Shades of Sarah, I don't know when or where 50 Shades of Sarah's been, but she's not in here right now. Thanksgiving here in Canada. Well, happy Thanksgiving to you, Brandon. I did not know it's Thanksgiving in Canada today, man. What are the chances of Shiba going to a penny versus winning the lottery? Ooh. Let's put it this way. I think so somebody always wins the lottery, right? But Shiba Inu coin going to a penny, I don't even know if you can really stack those odds up. Does Shiba Inu coin have a better chance than 1 in 300 million of going to a $5 trillion valuation? Let's put it this way. At the current point in time, you got a better chance of winning the lottery. That's at the current point in time. I could change my mind in the future, but why? What am I looking at? Statistics of companies and or cryptocurrencies that have reached a $5 trillion valuation. I don't think that there's any company out there right now that supports a $5 trillion valuation. And I don't know if at the peak of the bull market any company did. All right, no. Right now, there are no companies. No, I don't think, because Apple has not been double the current price. $2.7 trillion valuation on Apple. So $3 trillion is kind of where we're sitting in terms of the most expensive companies in the world. So right now, statistically speaking, you would say that Shiba Inu coin has zero chance of reaching a $5 trillion valuation. There's no single company in the world that supports a $5 trillion valuation, and there's no single crypto in the world that supports a $5 trillion valuation. That means the only things that can support a $5 trillion valuation are countries. Shiba Inu coin is not a country. And despite what Satoshi wants to create with this online Shibazens type country, socialist utopia, it is not that. It is not that. So I would say Shib's got a 0% chance. You got a better chance of, and that's statistically speaking on basically everything that is going on right now. Things can change. But you got a better chance of winning the lottery, 1 in 300 million, than you do with no company. Now, if Apple justified $5 trillion right now, I would say you get a 1 in probably less than 300 million. I don't think there's 300 million public companies out there. You would have a better chance of seeing Shib hit that penny mark, but nobody has justified that level yet. That's statistics, man. That's statistics. Those things can change. Timothy Sykes was on a yachting charter and showed a yachting charter show called Down Under. That guy's piece of work, complained about not having enough bandwidth, and he's on vacation. Yeah, dude. People will complain about anything, Bree guy. Thanks, bros. Absolutely. If you think you can wake up tomorrow morning with life-changing money from the lotto, it's like waking up to Shib at $1. That it is, man. The American dream is not to work hard for your money anymore and earn a living. The American dream is to have somebody else earn that living for you and be handed. Everybody wants their handout now. Everybody wants their stimulus check. Everybody else wants somebody else to come in and rescue them, and I think that is lousy. I truly do. Okay? I truly do. You have the ability to work hard, gain something, and make a difference, not only in your life, in your family's life, and everybody's life around you, but this American dream that is being formed is I want somebody else to do it for me. To me, that sounds like a nightmare, man. But that could be because I've got Achiever, and I've also got Maximizer in my top 5 strengths. So I would not want anybody else doing my work for me. And if I didn't accomplish something during the day, I'm going to feel bad if I don't do it. So that could have something to do with it. I know a lady that buys $200 of lottery tickets every paycheck. Hopefully she's got big paychecks, man, because that's a lot of money to be spending on the lottery ticket. I used to know a guy. Well, theoretically, I still know him. I haven't talked to him in a while, but I used to be acquainted with a fella that would buy lottery tickets every single lottery, not paycheck, and I believe it was $20. It was every single drawing, not just every paycheck. Never won, but still did it, man. And it was often. You'd talk to him, and he'd be all excited that he was going to win, and always showed back up. Never won. Visiting the emergency room for a pogo stick-related injury, 1 in 115,000. Getting a royal flush in the first hand of poker, 1 in 649,000. Dang. Gorilla, if you're not looking these odds up and you just know them, well, it's kind of crazy, man. You got a lot of pretty good information there. Shib going to a penny is the same as winning the lottery. Well, theoretically, it would be like we won the lottery, but it would be everybody. It would be 1 million people winning the lottery if Shiba Inu coin goes to a penny, right? But I think, theoretically speaking, you do have a better chance of winning the lottery than that happening at the moment. Shib hitting a penny is the new 7th sign of the apocalypse. Hey, if Shiba Inu coin does hit a penny, I would not doubt that it could be leading to the apocalypse, because that's one of the reasons that I believe Shib could hit a penny, or Shib could justify $1, is a state of failure in the United States. The nation is falling. I really do believe that that's one thing that could contribute to that. If our currency spirals out of control and it's no longer worth anything, Shiba Inu coin could be worth $1. And that's a scary situation. That puts us alongside of Venezuela and Turkey and these other nations that have just lost control. Argentina. Put Argentina on there as well. Ask the 8-ball, Shiba to a penny or winning the lottery. I got to ask the yes or no question. So tell me in yes or no question form. Better hurry up because it's 5 o'clock. Farming will hit $10 before Shib will go to a penny. And it before or after reverse splitting, Tim. When all the Shib holders pass away, there's no one to move it to a penny. No one to move it. It will hit 1 penny. Liquidity will be lost forever. Oh, hey, you know what? Roulette wheel. You could be right on that, man. Don't forget XRP Trilly is a yes, but that I do believe XRP at $1 trillion valuation is a possibility, but that's because I believe Ripple could be valued at $1 trillion valuation. Also, if XRP is used as a currency and it's literally used all over the world, I mean it's a different situation for Ripple than it is for something like Shib. Oh no, scratch pogo sticks. My son's birthday. Yeah, Combo, you don't want to get hard, man. Getting hurt over there. Combo, stay away from trampolines too. Don't ask me how I know. Yeah, Tim's getting hurt. Guys, he was gonna go to tip 25,000. It took 5G out right in front of the captain. Bad internet, bad tips. I'd take a $20,000 tip still. Oh my gosh. Google to the rescue. Lots of useless knowledge. Yes, there is, Gorilla. Guys, it is after 5 o'clock. Get your names in the chat right now. We're going to do some shout-outs. We will be back tonight with videos at 7 p.m., 8 p.m. The videos on the views on the video this morning still extremely low. Guys, everybody's hating crypto right now. They're hating the stock market. Show some support. Watch the second, or skip the second ad instead of skipping the first one. If you guys aren't going to be playing the videos on loop or anything like that, just skip the second one. You'll be a lot better off. Appreciate everybody for being in here and keeping the chat going, keeping the chat awesome. Make sure you get your name in the chat right now. We'll do those shout-outs, and then we will be back with the videos this evening. Gorilla, man, enjoy your evening. Tim, see you later. Roulette Wheel, Bree Guy. We've got Pudgy, Moji, Kombu, Pudgy, Master. See you later, Master, Kombu, Gorilla, Invictus. We've got Tim. Tim, enjoy your evening, dude. Roulette Wheel, see you later, man. 775, Bree Guy, Master, bye, bro. See you later. Adios to you, old rounder. Tim, enjoy it. Gotta go to the barn, man. Gotta go, gotta go. DD214, enjoy your evening. We got Moji, Gorilla, Invictus, Kombu. Peace out of the diamond-handed apes. Pudgy, enjoy your evening. Old rounder, all of you guys, you know what time it is. You want to say it with me? Say it with me. Till the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.